Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Creative Inspiration. Today, I wanted to come on to kind of just give an update on collectively the energies and what's kind of been happening the last couple of weeks, symptoms you might be experiencing related to ascension or enlightenment. So, my understanding is ascension has to do with the body and the physical symptoms that we get when our body starts to raise in frequency. Enlightenment is what happens in the mind and how we're able to become more conscious when it comes to evolving. So, first, I want to talk about the ascension symptoms and different pressures and different things that we can be experiencing physically during this time. If you follow astrology, you know we've had a lot of major things going on in the cosmos. I am not very familiar with astrology, but I do want to learn more about astrology, and I do know that we did just have a full moon in Scorpio, so a lot of secrets are coming out. We might be noticing more celebrities, things coming out about celebrities, or just people in your life. So, for ascension symptoms, you may be experiencing stomach pains, nausea. I know I've been experiencing that here and there. Headaches and pressure in the head and the sinuses. And I'm not a doctor or anything, so please, if you think you might need to go to the doctor, go and do that. But these are just things that I have noticed, and I can now distinguish the difference between if I feel like I'm actually sick or if this is some type of energy that needs to leave my body. So we might be experiencing those main symptoms. Insomnia or sleeping a lot more could also be a symptom. I know I've been experiencing feeling like I need a lot more rest, and not eating as much, I would say, is another symptom recently. I know that I've been experiencing that as well. I don't feel like I'm getting as hungry, and you may be drinking more water to flush anything out of your body that needs to go through at this time. We are taking on a lot right now, and that leads me up to the enlightenment symptoms. So you may be feeling that like things in your life are coming together. You're seeing signs of like the next step you need to take. You may also be actually coming into your center. I definitely have been feeling that lately, which I'm super excited about. I got a glimpse of this higher version of myself about a year and a half ago, and I had to dive super deep into my shadow and continue to do the inner work to build up my confidence again, and so that I could fully connect with that center, the higher part of myself. And I feel like I'm here now, which is amazing. So you may be feeling that. You may be feeling very centered. You may be feeling very stable and grounded, or you may be feeling a lot of anxiety and stress right now. Both are very normal, especially with all of this so much energy coming at us right now. This year specifically, I heard that like in astrology, like every single month almost, there's like a death and a rebirth cycle in the energies. So just really give yourself a break and be patient with yourself. Our bodies are trying to catch up to this rapid change of evolution that's happening right now. So yeah, you might be experiencing just being more aware of like your path and where you want to go. And something really cool that happened to me over the last couple of days is I actually saw my full shadow right in front of me, all the different parts of my shadow, and it was almost like my shadow was complete. Which of course, like, we're always doing our healing work and growing and working on parts of us that we didn't know were there, but it was almost like I just saw like my whole shadow, and I was able to like really identify between like, oh, this is a part of me that's insecure, this is a part of me that feels abandoned, this is a part of me that doesn't feel good enough, or whatever it is. Like, and I know these are like very basic terms to describe things in our shadow, but really, like, certain things that we didn't realize were our shadow are really coming out, I feel like. And I feel like I was really like able to like see that in front of me and be able to recognize those parts and not look at them the way that I looked at them before, and just really have this compassion for this part of us, because this centered version of ourselves that is coming through more and more really could not be there if we didn't have these shadow parts of us to help show us how to connect with the center of who we are. So when these things come up, I feel like it can be really easy to like identify yourself with these little parts of ourselves that are just so addicting. They're so like, oh, don't you want to feel me? Like, don't you want to feel like that feeling of the comfort of being depressed? Don't you want to feel that feeling of that you get for the empathy from somebody else because you're feeling sad about this certain part of yourself that feels neglected? Like, they can be really taunting, but just appreciating and knowing that these parts of ourselves are there as our ultimate teachers. And just be patient with yourself, because nobody is perfect, and being able to overcome our shadow and recognize where we need to just take a step back and be like, that's not who I am. Or let's say our ego starts coming out, which is also a part of the shadow, or that little thought comes in and you recognize that that energy is your ego. It can be like, hey, I see you, I identify you, like, I know you're there now, but like, I'm not you, because I know who I am. I'm connected to my center. I am whole. So that brings me to the connection between the two, the symptoms of ascension and enlightenment. I feel like our chakras are activating right now in massive ways, like whether you're ready for it or not. We're becoming more stable and grounded, like I was saying, and that's going to start shifting the finances in our lives. And not only that, but our safety and security, and knowing that we are protected throughout whatever it is you are going through right now. You are protected. You are divinely protected, and telling yourself that every day. Like, I am guided by angels. All you have to do is ask. The angels are there. They are ready. They are waiting for you to ask. And knowing that, like, it's not just affirming it anymore. Like, we know how protected we are. And so if you're experiencing a dark night of the soul right now, I just want you to know that no matter what, like, even if you've been through this before and it feels like this one is like the hardest one you've ever been through, it's okay. I promise. There, on the other side of it, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I promise. If you keep going and you allow yourself to be vulnerable and take accountability for where you have made mistakes, and really just have the courage to loosen the grasp a little bit and give yourself a break. And if you're dealing with shame and guilt, this is the perfect opportunity to loosen the grasp and let it go. because you have taken it out on yourself. You have been too hard on yourself. It is time to stop beating yourself over and over and over again. It's not helping anything. It's time to take a stand in our lives. It's time to really, really be clear on what we are going to accept and what we need to actually let go of at this time. Because ultimately, your life is up to you. And if there is something in your life that is not true to your heart, it's going to become more apparent. It's going to keep calling at your heart more and more. And the more that you ignore that, the harder it's going to be to ignore. So I feel like a lot of people are doing work on the solar plexus and the sacral chakra right now. I feel like our sexuality is really coming out, but remember that the sacral chakra is not just about sexuality, it's also about creativity. And so a lot of times that can be confused, that energy in that center, as sexuality, when really it's just creation wanting to come to life, because our life force energy is coming to life at this time. There's no holding it back anymore. Like, we are ready to really step up and serve. Over the next couple of years, I truly believe there's going to be more and more people that are, going into entrepreneurship and just taking hold of their own lives and not letting their lives be up to somebody else, because that's really the reality, right? Like, if you don't make your life up to you, then it's going to be up to somebody else, and that's honestly a tragedy, right? Like, if you're watching this right now, I'm sure if you've made it this far, you can relate to that. Like, this is our lives, and the only way we can make a change is if we start showing up and asking every single day, how can I serve more? How can I put myself out there to be of service to others? And the more that we show up for not only others, but ourselves, and truly be honest with ourselves. It's the hardest thing to do sometimes. But right now is a time to truly be honest with yourself. Like, you know what? This is my life. And you only get one in this body, in this time, in this moment. You only get one life here and now. So live it here and now. Whew, that was a lot. But wow, yeah, if you resonated with this, give the video a like. I would be truly grateful. If you guys want to see more, give me a follow. And yeah, I love you. If you watched this far, thank you so much. See you guys next time.